to Catholic Chicago. Ahead, the Archdiocese of Chicago brings you programs about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Phil Zapata with Catholic Charities here with my colleague Katie Breedeman. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Phil.
We are glad to be with you once again here live on WNDZ 750 AM in Chicago with a live stream, also on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. Well, Katie, it's summertime. We made it.
It.
It's summertime in Chicago, and for many people, Catholic Charities Golf Invitational is one of the best ways to celebrate the season in the Windy City. It's, don't they say that in summertime a man's fancy turns to baseball? Well, also golf. Golf cannot be forgotten. And this year's Golf Invitational is going to be held on Monday, June 27th at the Olympia Fields Country Club. And it's going to be a great day of golf and fun in support of Catholic Charities programs and services.
And with us today for celebrating and promoting this 2022 Golf Invitational are the chairman of this event, Marty, Andre, and Mike Smith. We're so delighted to have you both. Good morning. Welcome, Marty and Mike.
Hey. Good morning. Thanks, Katie and Phil.
Glad to have you guys.
Good morning, and thanks so much for having us.
Of course.
We are delighted to have you both here today. Marty, can you start us out by sharing a little bit about how many years you've been involved and tell us a little bit of a history about this very special golf tournament?
Very glad to do that, Katie. So this is my 7th year involved in the Invitational, and my 3rd as co-chair with my good friend sitting above me, Mike Smith. This is a storied event with Catholic Charities. This will be our 24th year of providing an opportunity for people to come together and for one goal, and that is to help those most in need.
And I'm sure that everyone is just thrilled to be able to come maskless this year. How many golfers can attend, Marty?
So we have room for about 250, a little more than that. And because of the hosting country club, we definitely look for that to be filled up in a hurry.
That's fantastic. We're hoping for the best and know that so many people are anxious to get outside and hit the links. So we're hoping for a great turnout. What is in store for the golfers who attend this year? Any special contests, Beat the Pro, at the holes notable prizes? What can you share with us?
Well, I think most importantly, they get to see Mike Smith, and that's always a big part of the event. Seriously, it's a day of camaraderie, and one of the biggest hopes is people get to play a hole where it's called Beat the Nun, and if you beat the nun on a par 3, you receive a golf towel that says, "I beat the nun." And it is a cherished takeaway from this event every year. And I carry mine on my bag.
That's absolutely fantastic. The bootleg of those must be incredible. Tell us what you know about Olympia Fields Country Club and that course there.
So I don't know as much as my partner, Mike Smith, but I will tell you it's one of the top 50 courses in the country, and I would love to throw it over to Mike for him to give a little history of the club.
Take it away, Mike.
Awesome.
Let's hear about Olympia Fields.
Right. Please let us know.
You got it. You know what? Olympia Fields has been around since 1915, and truly, when it was designed and formed, it was a country club. And like so many other country clubs in Chicago, and we've got a ton of them, we're really super lucky in the Chicagoland area to have so many great places to play golf. It's right along the train track. So people from the city would come out via the South Shore electric line, and you'll notice that the first hole is right off the train platform. And when it was originally designed and built, there were 4 golf courses there. After World War II and the Great Depression, the club had to sell off 2 of the courses in the land associated with those courses to really make sure that the club survived. And with that in mind, today we have 2 championship golf courses referred to as the North and South course. And the North course is where they've had all of the championship golf events over the past several years, including U.S. Opens, PGAs, Western Opens, BMWs, you name it. The North course, which was designed by Willie Parks, has really been a place for people to gather from around the world to test golf. But it's not to diminish the South course, which is a phenomenal golf course. Both are in the top 100 here in the Chicagoland area. So it's a great place to play. And one of the interesting things about Olympia Fields is that it's such a humongous structure. Back in the day, there were 1,000 members. And when you include clergy and social members and everyone that participated at the club, the locker room and the facilities of the club are just enormous. So it's perfect for our event, which is coming up at the end of June. We can really have, as Marty said, 250 golfers very comfortably, and they'll have a real treat to play both of these golf courses.
Boy, all of that together, Mike, really, we now understand even more why you chose Olympia Fields Country Club in Olympia Fields for this year's Golf Invitational on Monday, June 27th. Can you share with us, Mike, how long you've been involved with this annual event?
Sure. I have been absolutely fortunate to be a part of this for the last 15 years, and I've chaired it for the last 10 years. And it is just such a great event. It's such a wonderful day. And, it's something that we look forward to. And especially after what we've all been through as here in the Chicagoland and society, because we need to get together. And it's a ton of fun, but it's a wonderful day.
We're so grateful for your generosity, Mike, and Marty's. That it's really tremendous how long you both have been dedicated to Catholic Charities to make sure this event goes well each year. Thank you so much. What do you think
you're welcome.
What do you think the keys to the success of this event are, Mike?
Well, you know what? We leave the good weather to the Cardinal. You know what? That's our last request. We asked the Cardinal to put in a few good words to make sure that we have good weather. But really, what Marty and I try to do with our event is make sure that everyone has an absolute blast. You know what? We try to limit our speeches. We try to limit some of the formalities. We try to make it easy to sign in, easy to golf, and easy to have a great time. But we want everybody, when they leave at the end of the day, to take back, really the spirit and the mission of what we do. And that is all the hard work, all the proceeds from this event goes to support our clients and our mission. And that is really what makes it a great event.
what wonderful goals that you guys have established, and our live stream is showing photos from last year's golf invitation, and I think it was
they're great.
mission accomplished. Everybody looks like they're having a wonderful time in support of Catholic Charities. Mike, can you just attend the dinner for this event, or do you need to participate all day as a golfer first?
No, absolutely. We welcome people to come by and participate for whether it's just golf or just dinner. I mean, just being there, I think people will have a great experience.
Hey, I'd love to hear from each of you. What's your pitch to get like non-golfers to come out and spend the day with both of you?
Oh, the pitch is easy. I mean, the pitch is, hey, come out, support a great organization, have a ton of fun, and get to experience really the program that we put together that has raised just under $10 million for our clients in the Chicagoland area.
That's
Astounding.
Fantastic. That's yeah. And if you're not hooking people with that, come on, they're not hearing you. How do people sign up?
Well, you know what? First of all, we had people from every angle that you can imagine, and we try to use social media to light the way. People can go to our website, which is CatholicCharities.net of the Archdiocese, and then you will go in and you'll see a tab for events. And you hit that tab, you'll see signature events, and then you'll see the Golf Invitational, and it will provide you with all the information you need, whether to show up just for dinner or come and enjoy the entire day.
And I think we've got a phone number here too to share with our audience. It's 847-226-5697. And as Mike was elaborating there, CatholicCharities.net also has all the information on the Golf Invitational as well too. So, yeah, we're looking good. So some of in some years, the proceeds of the Golf Invitational have benefited specific programs within Catholic Charities. This year, though, the proceeds will benefit all of our programs across Cook and Lake counties. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's been a little bit of a change, and which is great. We can share in that wealth.
Yeah, I think that there's so much benefit to that because there is so much need. As Katie and I are very well aware, and probably
it is exactly right.
No, please go ahead.
The proceeds will go towards all of our events or all of the programs that we have at Catholic Charities.
Yeah, as Katie and I are aware, well aware, the need within Catholic Charities has gone double or triple in many of the cases. When we return after our break, we'll get into the nuggets and the details on some of those numbers around our programs and our service deliveries that is just incredibly astounding. So stay tuned.
Yep.
More on the Voice of Charities when we return.
Imagine spending a week on the tranquil grounds of the University of St. Mary the Lake, where you can pray, reflect, and learn from the rich treasures of the Bible. An invitation for all to experience the annual Summer Scripture Conference, June 19th to 24th, might just be for you. Notable Scripture scholars from across the United States will present this year's program, focusing on interpreting Scripture in the Church. The 5 presenters will share on a variety of topics, including interpreting Scripture and the Vatican II documents, different Christian denominations and how they differ in perspectives on Scripture, the Bible and politics in America today, what Scripture says about children, how to use Scripture in prayer, and interpreting Scripture for the life and mission of the Church. For registration and conference package information, visit our website at www.usml.edu/summerscripture or call 847-837 4575. This year's conference will be both in person and virtual.
We are at the Most Blessed Trinity Parish Food Pantry in Waukegan.
And here we care for people in need. There was definitely an uptick in the needs for services.
We doubled our volume after COVID hit, from servicing about 250 families a week to about 500 a week. We supply bread, tortillas, vegetables, milk, cheese, butter, proteins, fish, chicken, eggs.
Well, the annual Catholic Appeal has been a tremendous help to us, especially over the past year and a half.
Without the annual Catholic Appeal, we might have to close our doors. Our parish is the largest one in the Archdiocese, but is very poor. We think about food and we think about nourishment, but we also nourish the soul, provide that connection to humanity.
The good works here are made possible through the Annual Catholic Appeal. Make your gift at annualcatholicappeal.com.
Did you know that Catholic Charities accepts car donations? If you're ready to free up space in your garage and put a stop to all those expenses that go along with owning a car, we will gratefully accept your donation, whether the car is running or not. You choose a pickup time that is convenient for you, and we will make the donation as easy as possible, free of charge. You'll receive a charitable donation receipt as well. We accept all types of vehicles nationwide, and you will know that your donation is made to Catholic Charities, an agency you can trust. To learn more about donating your car, call 877-786-4483. That's 877-786-4483. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Phil Zepeda, joined by my colleague, Katie Breedeman. We're glad to have you with us. We're talking to Marty Andre and Mike Smith, who are here to talk to us today about the Catholic Charities Golf Invitational. And right before break, we were talking about how proceeds from this event help support Catholic charity services across the board. Specifically for this event, it is in Cook County. We just wanted to make that clarification. We have another Lake County golf event that's focused on this community, but we're thrilled that the proceeds from this event help the Catholic Charities programs right in Cook County. Right before we went to break, talking about the statistics for the programs, the need has doubled and in some cases tripled with inside Catholic Charities for our programs. And the need is still out there as we are starting to emerge from the pandemic or moving into a different phase of the pandemic. The need is still very much out there. And it takes people that are struggling within poverty, twice or three times or four times as long to emerge and come out of that. So Catholic Charities is more important than ever to these individuals. Katie, I'd love your thinking, and Marty and Mike will ask you too. What's most profound to you as far as the need with inside Catholic Charities?
Well, as we've talked many times, Phil, every Catholic Charities program is carefully designed because there is a need in those communities of those demographics for people. So I have a soft spot in my heart for each of the Catholic Charities programs. But just this summer, I'm particularly impressed and astounded by the number of people coming to our women, infant, and children's centers looking for infant formula, as we know that's an issue nationwide. And our 16 WIC centers, as we call them, have been able to continue to help women and have some supply of the infant formula. And really face that challenge in a very courageous way. We've had triple the number of folks who normally come. As many as 15,000 people have come to our WIC centers since February, when the shortage of formula started. And so I just salute everybody who is working in our WIC centers to help our clients through that really challenging time. If anyone in our audience would like to learn more about that, they can go to wicgrocery.org, and you can learn learn where these centers are and get more information about their hours and how they're supporting women through this really challenging summer.
Yeah, the food and nutrition numbers are just through the roof, and the demand continues to be so high at our food pantries. You know, our statistic Catholic Charities put together this statement of impact for last year for 2021. And, you know, more than 2.1 million food parcels were provided through Catholic Charities pantries, which is a significant increase over the previous year, as food continues to be a significant need. And when so many Americans and so many individuals and families are struggling and not knowing where their next meal is coming from, the significant help and hope that they get from Catholic Charities is pretty remarkable. So, Marty and Mike, let's throw it over to you guys. What makes the biggest impact in your heart and soul around Catholic Charities programs and services?
I'll go first if you don't mind,
Absolutely.
Mike. I'm with Katie on the moms and the kids and taking care of them from the food and the providing shelter and providing some of the financial aid that they need for just the daily needs of any person. And it's the bare bones for me that tugs at my heart, where folks struggle to have a meal every day, to have warmth and shelter. And that's what brings me back to all of the events that I attend for Catholic Charities, and specifically the Golf Invitational.
That's remarkable. Mike, what are your thoughts?
You know, I think the mission of Catholic Charities is so incredibly important in this city right now. The clients that we serve, that we're privileged to serve, you know, it's absolutely astounding. For me personally, I like the weekly dinners at Catholic Charities on LaSalle Street. If you ever have an opportunity to host and help and participate in one of those suppers, it is, talk about nourishment for the soul. It is absolutely just an incredible experience that I often bring folks from my office where I work along with my family, and it's an incredible experience, and it takes place every week, and it's just really it's special to me.
That's great, and thanks for sharing more on that. If for anyone looking for more information on those volunteer opportunities, visit CatholicCharities.net to find out more information about where those opportunities exist near you. Let's turn it around, turn it back to the golf invitational. Okay. We would like to get your sense from past years. What's your favorite memory of being involved with this in the past? You talked a lot about the fellowship and the charm of being with other individuals that support Catholic Charities, but what stands out in your mind, each of you, and Mike, we'll start with you, on your favorite memory of these past invitationals?
Well, you know what, the favorite part of my day for the event is the dinner. And, you know, in the morning, we get to see people that sometimes we only see once a year. And, but we're registering, we're getting them plugged in for the day ahead. But the dinner is a place that we can all congregate and have those annual conversations that we seem to partake in. And it's just a real feeling of community. And it is, I think, a celebration of what the mission of Catholic Charities is really all about, because we try to keep the event and the program, you know, fun and participative, and I think that's what what I take away over my years of being privileged to be a part of this event is that the dinner that we have at the end of the day, because it's a great way to wrap up a fun day.
That's fantastic, Marty. How about you? Your favorite memory?
So my memory is annual, and Phil, every year I get to play golf with my brother and two of our favorite people, and every year we walk away and say, "This is my favorite day of the year." And that gives me great pride in all of the work and effort that our committee puts together and puts into this event, and to provide, as Mike says, just this incredible opportunity to, whether you're seeing people once a year or if I see folks there that I play with often. So mine is not one memory. Mine is a memory year over year over year.
That's fantastic. Thank you for both for sharing that.
Yeah, I just want to repeat again for everyone in our audience. We're talking about the 2022 Catholic Charities Golf Invitational. This year it's going to be held on Monday, June 27th at the beautiful Olympia Fields Country Club in Olympia Fields. And if you want to register, as Mike and Marty have said, you can go to CatholicCharities.net/events/signature events. And there's a sign up there. Or you can also call 847-226-5697. That's 847-226-5697. It is a wonderful day. And I actually have to say, Marty and Mike, that I know you guys always root for great weather, but I know that this event just goes on beautifully, whether there's great weather or not, right?
Well, that's for sure. But, I don't know if it's divine intervention or what, but we always seem to have a great day weather-wise.
I think there's absolutely divine intervention involved there. Real quickly before we go, gentlemen, I know that you've been also involved in attending the regional mission board meetings as Catholic Charities tries to expand more on a local parish level. Can you give us a quick overview of what you think about the whole new partner structure and how that's going to help Catholic Charities expand our service to clients in Cook and Lake counties? Marty, can I start with you?
Sure. So after just being at the meeting, seeing you 2 weeks ago or so, it's very interesting, and change is tough for people. And I believe that this change is going to be able to affect the parishes and the local communities in a wonderful way, where we're kind of redefining and bringing the focus onto the needs of the local parishes.
Thank you so much, Marty. And Mike?
Well, you know what? Marty said it best. I think that it is the continual evolution of this organization really gets at the grassroots of serving our clients. And there is no better way to do it than to actually be at the root and be closer to our clients. So I think it's a great initiative, and I look forward to being a part of it and participating.
Well, Mike and Marty, thank you both so much for being on the show today. With you two as chairman for this year's Catholic Charities Golf Invitational, it's going to be a huge success. I'm sending good graces and thoughts your way. This is going to be amazing. Thanks for all you do for Catholic Charities.
Yes, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. Your leadership and your dedication to Catholic Charities inspires us and so many people. Thank you so much, and we wish you a wonderful event on June 27th. And we invite you all back again next week for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Breedeman with Phil Zapata, and we thank you for tuning in and believing in the mission of Catholic Charities.